Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Tori Talk. I am sitting here with this beautiful lady, Jessica Kidd, the founder of the House of Bombshell and the visionary of the Beauty Hub. Thank you so much. I am so happy that you were able to stop and talk to us today. She looks so cute, everyone. For you guys who didn't get a chance to see our episode before, like I think back in 2020, it was during the pandemic and we were on live. So I do appreciate you coming all the way from Baltimore and making this trek down here to spend some time with me. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having me. Listen, I had to show up because I saw the set. I'm like, oh, I already know how I need to come. So thank you. Yes, I love it.
Of course, and you, like I said, you look so cute.
Thank you.
For today, I want to do something a little different. Okay. Since we've already done an interview before, and since I last saw you, or interviewed you, you have been a busy woman. You have opened tons of new business ventures, so we're definitely going to get into that.
Okay.
But what I really want to talk about with you today, a couple different things that are just like pop news or things that are just happening that I feel like you would be the best person to get some insight on that.
Okay, yes.
So one of the things that I want to start with is how I feel like there is a decline in the camaraderie that we used to have in beauty shops. Like I feel now every single time I'm going to get my hair done, someone is like, please come washed, blow dried, come here to this suite and I'm going to do your hair. It's like, I feel like the guys still have that barber shop, but I feel like we're losing the beauty shop.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I would agree. I would definitely agree that I feel like we are losing that, and that was the purpose for me even expanding the House of Bombshell brand and opening the beauty parlor under that brand. So it was a full service beauty salon. We grew really fast to like 10 beauty professionals, esthetician, makeup artist, lash tech, hairstylist. We grew really fast, and I believe we grew so fast because it was so nostalgic. Like it really felt like a salon back in the day where you would come, there was a receptionist, there was a waiting area, everything had its place. The shampoo area, the dryer area, the salon floor, we would joke and laugh and have a good time. And I believe that not only did stylists miss that, clients miss that too also. So I really do believe that we are missing that camaraderie, just that salon, just feeling like, I love that feeling of just, it was like a community, So that was one of the most important things when I decided to partner with my business partner to launch the Beauty Hub. I didn't want to lose that like camaraderie feeling. I didn't want to lose that sense of community. So we have large windows at any given time. A client or another beauty professional can be looking through.
Yeah. I just want I'll try to put some pictures up or this space. I was so mad. I think I was out of town or doing something when you sent for the influencer. I was so sad.
That's okay. You
because the pictures, the space is impeccable, guys. Oh my gosh.
And it's so funny because people say that the pictures do it no justice.
I can
like
believe
it's a feeling when you get there. It's like a feeling. So that was the most important part. I just wanted the Beauty Hub because it is salon suites. I wanted it to feel like a community still. I didn't want beauty professionals to feel isolated. I wanted clients to still get that feeling of going to a beauty salon and still having that experience of a salon. So I definitely agree. We are losing it, but the Beauty Hub is here. We're the solution. Yes, we are the shining light, and the best is yet to come for that.
So I've seen a lot of stuff online. There seems to be a lot of people who have like this feeling about, like we were talking about, and the pricing and having to wash and that whole thing. But then you have the stylists who I feel push back. And from what I'm used to, I don't know, like, are these people licensed or this is just something they happen to be good at? Like, what has been your experience with that?
I feel like the girls and the guys that are telling you to come with your hair already shampooed, blow dry, it's crazy. And they are not licensed because state board rules and regulations.
State board.
Listen, I ain't playing. No. You have to shampoo every client before you service them. So they cannot be, they can't, there's no way they can be licensed. And if they are licensed, they have totally
just gone by the wayside.
Gone by the wayside. Disregarded what State Board has said. That is a part of sanitation and cleanliness. So you should be shampooing everyone who comes in to get a service from you. So yeah, those girls, they aren't licensed. They can't be. They can't be. The deposits. Oh
yeah.
Oh
the
my
deposits
gosh.
and the bookings.
Yes. And I understand. You know, you want to take a deposit because people, they do play a lot, and I feel like this social media age, this era, people find you on social media, on Instagram, and they play around. So I understand that you want to take deposits, but I have heard like crazy stories, where people, take deposits and then they cancel on a client and then don't want to give the deposit back. And it's like, where is the professionalism? I'm like, these girls, they can't be licensed. I think they're just good at hair. They enjoy doing it. And they come up with all these rules because they're looking at their peers who are also unlicensed. And they're looking at people on Instagram who may be licensed and they have obtained a certain status, and they are probably like veterans. So yeah, they deserve to take deposits and implement certain policies. But you're not them. You just learn how to do this, or you just became skilled at something. Maybe it's frontals, or you became skilled at something. You have a specialty and you're good at it. So you decided to service clients, but you aren't a licensed professional. And I feel like that is what's happening with the industry. Yeah.
That makes me so, like, it makes me feel bad only because when I'm thinking about, like, people who go and take that time to learn a trade, learn a skill, spend all the money, all the hours, go to school, get those, diplomas, those certificates, all of that.
Licensing.
And I mean, on someone's hair, because look, that can go really bad if you go to your hair
really bad. Yeah.
And then it's like a lot of people just kind of jump in. It seems like to be so oversaturated, and I think it becomes hard for us as the consumer to really know where to go.
Yep.
Because you're like, well, this looks so pretty. I want this to be done to my hair, but then it's like, this is just not what you're used to.
Yes. And as the consumer, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to ask, are you a licensed professional? It's okay to ask, oh, well, how long have you been doing this? It's important to have a consultation. I think it should be required. If you are a new client and you're going to someone for the first time, someone that you found on Instagram, hopefully they do a consultation. If that's not something they provide, ask them, like, can we have a consultation before my service? Because that is the time where you can decide if you are a good fit for each other. Because it's not always about, the stylist is not always about the customer. The stylist may not be a good fit for the customer. The customer may not be a good fit for the stylist. And at that consultation, that is the time that you can determine that. And it's no hard feelings. Girl, just refer her to somebody else that can get the job done. And it won't end up in a bad situation.
I mean, I see a ton of those online.
Yes.
And just today, actually, before you got here, I was looking, just like scrolling as I do. And then I saw, what's her name? Sky Jackson.
Yes.
Did a shoot with her mom.
Yes.
Did you see that flower?
Yes.
thing?
Oh my gosh. Yes. That was amazing. Yes. And I think I follow the hairstylist who did it. I think So Sheer Genius. She did it. She's based out of Philly, but she's a celebrity hairstylist. She's amazing, and it was so intricate.
I mean, she, like, each step, I was like, that is beautiful. That's like the perfect photo shoot hair, if that makes sense. It's like, it's probably not practical for every day to walk around with that flower.
Of course.
But in your experience, do you feel that because, so for me in my particular field, right? I think that's kind of everyone's field though. Whenever you can say celebrity in front of your title, I think that makes everyone feel like that has given you some sort of justification for something, or has elevated you to a degree. And sometimes you do very well. Sometimes you might have just done one person's
Yeah.
head one time when they
Yeah.
came in town, and now
Yes.
you're a celebrity
Yeah.
hairstylist. Do you feel that like that's fair, or do you feel like sometimes people take that celebrity piece and run with it, and they still don't have the quality that they should? Have you seen that?
Yes, definitely I feel like some beauty professionals take that one experience, that one time they did a celebrity, and it may not have even been a paid service.
Yeah.
They did that celebrity, and now they can slap celebrity in front of their name. But unfortunately, when people see celebrity, they're like, oh yeah, I want to go to her. Like, yeah, I want to go to him. Yes, like, yeah, he's gonna get me right. And it's like, just because they slap celebrity in front of their name does not guarantee that you're gonna have a good experience. So yes, people definitely take the whole celebrity styling thing and just run with it. I think that you need to do more than one celebrity to say that you're a celebrity stylist, and I also think that they should be paying you.
So you bring that up. I've seen that a lot. Like, there's a lot of people who, and I guess like in a lot of different fields, who feel as though, you know, if you want to get your name out there, you want to start building your business and building your brand, that sometimes you're going to have to do some things for free.
Yes.
But it seems like, I think it was maybe like a month or two ago, I remember someone was talking about someone from Love and Hip Hop. They did like their makeup or did something and didn't get paid, and she had them like driving them around, taking them to the airport, holding bags, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
At what point is the line too far?
Yes. Yeah.
With some of these clients, because I mean, I kind of feel like, I know they're coming in town. I know you want to get your name out there, but again, this is supposed to be a business.
Yes. It's so funny because I actually just had this conversation with the makeup artist that did my makeup, because I believe that, listen, these products cost. Okay, these tools cost. They cost a lot of money, and yes, while I'm definitely here for giving away free services or bartering, you know, sometimes, but if I have to travel to you, fly to you, whatever, to do your hair, and I'm bringing my entire kit, I need to be compensated in some way, and that does not mean a post on Instagram.
Yeah.
No. Like, I need to be compensated in some way. I need to be able to send you an invoice. And even if you're going to comp everything, this is something that someone told me, and it stuck with me. Don't just say, oh, don't worry about it. This was on me. This was comp. Still send people an invoice and have it itemized, everything that you did. And, you know, comp it that way so they can see your value. So they can see what you really did what free. You really charged. Exactly. And what the deal that they're getting. And that has always stuck with me, because I found myself sometimes like giving clients, you know, breaks. You know, they would come, they would get a trim, and I wouldn't charge them for it, or a treatment, and I wouldn't charge them for it, but they never knew.
Right.
You know, and then if they would need a hair appointment and I didn't let them know, well, this is actually my day off, but I'm going to come in for you, I would just book them. They didn't know that was my day off. So to them, it feels like, whoa, she has never really accommodated me, or she's never really gave me anything for free. She charges me for everything. And it's like, little do you know. But no, now I still, when I check them out, it's itemized. And if I'm giving them a deal, like a free treatment or trim, I comp it and that one item, and it's like 100% comp. So when they get their receipt, they can see, like, okay, she gave me a deal, or she took something off, or, you know, if it's a day I'm coming in, my off day, I let them know I'm actually off this day, but
I'll come in.
Yes, but I'm gonna come in for you, girl, for you, because you know I love you.
Right.
So yes, definitely.
That has been like some great information, just stuff for me to take like for my own thoughts to think forward. So the last thing I just want to like talk about before we jump into your businesses, have you had just like a client experience from hell? Like, what I can only imagine, because I know like when I go to appointments and people have like these long laundry lists of things that I can't do and can't bring, I try to adhere to them. Even when I get there, they're like, "Oh, girl, it's not that big." I'm like, "No, but you said I can't have this. I got to be here on time, and I need to do this." So I'm like,
following directions.
I'm trying to be right. I don't want to be,
That's so funny.
you know, like I want it to be a good experience.
Because they'll scare you straight.
Terrifying. Like, listen, is there long? I don't know what.
Yes.
So, I mean, for you, in your experience, have you just had like a client experience from hell?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Can you name, I mean, no names, but can you tell us what happened?
Yes. And it was so long ago, but I will never forget. I will never forget this. So when I say this was so long ago, but I will never forget it. It kind of like scarred me for life. But no, this is when I was living in Atlanta. I would travel back to Baltimore to service my clients there. And something that I had incorporated when I lived in Atlanta was advertising on Craigslist. That was the thing then. That was the thing. And then like this before Instagram. Yeah.
The murders. Oh my God. Craigslist.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm terrified for the rest of the story.
Listen, I wasn't used to this. I had never even, I'm like, okay, crazy. This was the thing. Like when I say the owner of the salon I worked at, he was like, start putting ads on Craigslist. And it really did help. It helped grow my clientele. And I'm like, okay, well, when I get back to Baltimore, I'm going to try this too. Yeah, we want to put some ads on Craigslist when I get back to Baltimore. And I didn't even need to do that because I had clients. But I'm like, let me see if this works back home, my hometown. Okay, so I put an ad on Craigslist, and a client came from Craigslist, and she was late, and she contacted me, and she told me that she was coming, but she was late, but she was having some issues with her bank. That was a red flag.
Wait a minute. Wait, before she even got there, she had issues with the bank?
That was a red flag.
Well, you better turn it back around and go back.
So now, listen, I'm telling you, it's going for life. So now, if somebody say they have some issues with their bank before they even get to me, it's like, would you like to reschedule?
No, you're going to have to reschedule because we can't do no work today.
Because what kind of problems are you having, actually?
Right.
But anyway, okay, so I'm like, okay, it's fine. You know, you can still come. So she ended up coming, and when I say it almost looked like she was like in disguise in a sense, like it was weird.
She's running from the law.
It was like weird. I'm like, why does she have like this hat on, sunglasses? Like it's weird. So okay, so I'm doing her hair. She says she wanted a wig made, but she didn't say wig. I want to say she said unit, but she wanted it glued in. I think me saying wig was offensive, you know, because I'm gluing in her hair. I'm creating the wig on her head. And I'm gluing it in. And my assistant at the time, one of my best friends, she was helping me out. And she just, was being, happy, cheerful, go lucky. Like, oh, you're getting a wig. And she was like, it is not a wig.
Baby, it's a wig. Like, I don't understand. It's not your grandma wig. Not a wig.
Like, I'm standing behind her. She's like, it is not a wig. And she turned around. She was like, I look like a freak of nature. Mind you, her hair all done.
Of course.
I had already glued in all the tracks, okay? I look like a freak of nature.
Show out when you done.
She ripped her cape off and stormed out. I was stunned. Like, I couldn't believe what just happened. I was like, you know that meme where she like,
yeah, they stopped.
I was stopped. Like, what just happened? Listen, by the time I realized it and came to, the lady was gone.
Of course.
I said, that's because she was having issues with her bank.
She didn't have no money from
You ain't had no money.
She ain't had no money. She was going to come in here and let you do her hair and then pull that.
Yeah.
And I have seen people pull that all over social media.
Yes,
the whole head is done.
Yes.
Oh, I don't like this.
Yes.
We've been doing these braids for the last 5 hours and now you say you don't like it.
Ma'am.
Your hair is done.
Done.
And I'm like, I'm not paying.
I was like.
I mean, because then In that situation, though, like, as a professional,
Yes.
what do you do? Because you have done her hair. Let's say, like, she
Hair
didn't
was
storm
done.
out and she refused to pay. What, are you going to rip the tracks out of her? I mean, like, how do you now get your money?
So when I shared this, with the owner of the salon I worked in Atlanta, because I'm like, yeah, I tried the Craigslist thing when I went back home, and this is how it went. And he said, that's why I keep a water bottle on my station, because if you think you're leaving out of here with your silk press and not pay me, I'm following right behind you and I'm wetting you down. So he was like, you just got to be quick. You got to be quick because you just never know. So I'm like, okay, well.
My solution is wet their hair up.
He's like, that's how you out here with a free hairdo.
Douse it with some water. Like,
but for her, since it was a wig, honestly, the Jessica today, going through that experience, I'm grabbing that wig. When you're pulling that cape off, I'm going this way. And you're not getting this until you pay me something.
Oh my God.
And if it's not what you want, let's sit and talk about it. How can I fix this? How can I make this better? How can I make this a better experience for you? I want you to be satisfied. I want you to be happy. So what can we do? How can we work this out? And if it's still just no working out, you're going to need to pay me something.
I mean,
like, you have to pay for the shampoo at least. You have to pay me something. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is horrible. I'm so glad that was like way
that was
in your
years
rearview
ago.
though.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. But it taught me a lot. So yeah, somebody called me, girl, I had issues with my bank. Would you like to reschedule?
I will be rescheduling you for whenever the issues have worked themselves out. You can have the bank give me a call. When you're ready. Well, thank you so much for that. That was such a fun conversation. Let's talk a little bit about House of Bombshell and where you are since we last spoke about it.
Yes, because House of Bombshell has transitioned. So then we were just a salon that offered hair care products, right? Now we have fully transitioned into a beauty and lifestyle brand, and we are 100% e-commerce, online-based business. We have hair care products. We have lifestyle products like silk hair scarves to make sure your hair is healthy. Hats for bad hair days. We have...
That's what my boyfriend always say, put on a hat. I'm like, that don't fix my problem though. You know it's still messed up under here. He's like, just wear a hat.
Yes.
So I'm going to wear a hat with this ball gown. Because that's going to help me. Wear a hat.
Maybe a cute little...
He's like, you can dress it up. We forgot to dress it up.
Yes. Okay. But you never know. It could be like a nice ball of nice formal hat. You never know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, we'll talk. We'll talk.
But House of Bombshell caps, they are like dad hats. We have bucket hats, and we just did like trucker hats. So it's like trucker season at the house, this thing that we're like launching now. So, but I'm saying all that to say we also have travel bags, not just for traveling for vacation, but if you are a beauty professional, you can use it as kit bags. So we have fully transitioned to 100% online. And the salon part of House of Bombshell, I rebranded, expanded, brought on a partner, and we launched the Beauty Hub. So that's how the Beauty Hub came about. So hairstyling is, my trade. I will forever be a hairstylist, but I no longer, consider my hairstyling services House of Bombshell.
Okay.
Like, that's completely a totally different business now, and you just come to Jessica Kidd if you want to get your hair done. But yes, House of Bombshell has definitely transitioned to something and blossomed into something more. I feel like it was so much more than just doing hair or providing beauty services. It was truly like a tribe, like a lifestyle. It was, to make women feel bomb, bomb AF. It was something that women can feel a part of and know that they will leave feeling inspired, you know. They will leave our Instagram page feeling encouraged, you know, feeling bomb. You know, if they buy these hair care products.
That Instagram page is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
All of your pages, it was beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, yep. So they carry this bag and they feel bomb. I'm like, okay, yeah, House of Bombshell is more than just doing hair. So that's how we transition into that.
So now the Beauty Hub.
Yes.
Let's just go into a deep dive about the Beauty Hub.
Yes.
Like you said, to you after House of Bombshell, you and your partner.
Yes.
I guess, worked at an idea and then the Beauty Hub was born.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Yes. The Beauty Hub was born because I, as a salon owner, I was growing a little weary of salon ownership. And I think
what year are we in?
So this was, I really started looking and brainstorming and looking at how the industry was trending during the pandemic. And that was another thing. I'm like, okay, I feel like House of Bombshell, our revenue is just 90% services and like 10% product. And I want it to flip. I want it to be the other way around because I don't want to keep trading my time, for money. So I'm like, okay, well, while I work on that, I wasn't really done with salon ownership per se. I knew that I still wanted to own a salon, but in a different way. So I'm like, okay, well, I asked God to give me 5 years. I'm like, I just want 5 years in this space. And no lie, our 5th year, that's when we closed. So I'm like, okay, I want to still own, but while I figure this out, I need to go into a salon suite. And I was looking at salon suites, and I'm like, nothing is rocking my world. I don't like this. Yes. I'm like, this is,
a sea of doors. Like, just the hallway.
Small windows, small space. I'm claustrophobic. No. So going from 1,900 square feet and then having to go back into a salon suite, I'm like, it's going to be something that I really, really want. And two, I don't want to be locked into a lease for too long because I have this goal, I have this vision that I know is going to come to pass. And my client, who's also my friend at the time, she was ready to get into something, jump into business ownership. And one day she asked, like, Jess, what you know about salon suites? And the rest is just history.
Oh, wow.
And we came together and we launched the Beauty Hub. And it was, when I say it, everything that I wrote down, brainstormed, what I hated about salon suites, what I loved about salon suites, and it was born. The Beauty Hub was born. I hated how salon suites felt so isolated. I hated the small square footage. I hated the small windows. I hated that there was no community. I hated that as a content creator, I still needed a space. Even if I went into another salon suite company, I still needed a space to create content. Like,
you gotta take pictures of you.
Yes, and it needed to be aesthetically pleasing, you know? So I'm like, no, this needs to be salon and content studios. And we are the first and the only. We're the first and the only salon and content studios in Maryland. And I like to say the United States because I've never seen anything like it. It is just truly magical. It's really good. But the pandemic really was the start.
So how did you come up with, well, first, that's such an amazing story and testimony. It is so lovely, I feel, when you have one idea and you can envision it and you can stick to it, because I know that things are hard.
Yes.
I mean, when you came in here and we were talking about the set, everyone's like, oh, the set looks so nice. And then I had some people online why are your chairs so little? I'm like, well, these are stools.
Right.
They're Tahari.
And they're cute.
I'm going to say, and they're Tahari. They're not a chair.
Don't play.
But I was either way, it was I wanted a space for people to come in and just feel like you are now here.
Yes.
We could have some fun,
yes.
good conversation.
Yes.
And it's important to me that I didn't do it.
Yes.
until it got to a certain point where I
Yes.
felt comfortable to say, now we're ready to, to go and start having people come to do the set.
Yes.
But that took a lot of planning.
Yes.
Like, this is now, 4 years
Wow.
in the making. And it was
Yes.
like, I was still like, I'm not doing it until then.
Yes.
You having that forethought to know, like, this is what you want to do with House of Bombshell, and then now what you want to do with the Beauty Hub. How did you come? I mean, I'm going to pull pictures up, guys, so you can see. Because what I'm trying to describe, you're not going to understand. When I mean the space is beautiful, it is vibrant, it is colorful. It's like such an well thought out design. How did you come? Like, was that just you and your partner? Like, what did you guys say? Because you could have went a completely different direction with the salon, but the one you went is just like so happy and beautiful and uplifting. It just makes me like smile to see it.
Yes, that's so, and I got chills because listen, when other beauty, like when we had our industry night, so we doing grand opening, we had beauty professionals come and, celebrate and see the space. And they said, this is a feeling. Like, I feel like I walked into a no judgment zone. And I love that. I love that for us because, this industry can be so catty.
Yeah.
And when I was brainstorming everything, I wrote down feelings. I wrote down how I wanted it to feel, inviting. I wanted it to feel, I wanted to feel vibrant and lively. So all of those things definitely came to pass, but I can't take credit for, designing the space. We actually hired a designer, Tiffany Madison Design Group. She's amazing. She designed the space, but she took everything that I said how I wanted it to look, how we wanted it to feel. And it's so funny. The classroom, my business partner, she said, I'm saving this, Jess. I drew out a picture, and it's little stick people and tables and chairs, how I wanted the classroom to look. And it is literally, it looks
just like that?
Just like it. And that was that was 2 years ago, so here we are 8 months from opening, but to see that a vision in my head go to a piece of paper with stick figures and tables and chairs, to see it come into fruition, just giving that vision to someone and they just kill it is just crazy. So yes, I can't take credit. My business partner can't take credit for designing the space, but we definitely take credit for just the vision and how we wanted it to feel, the idea, how we wanted it to look. We wanted it to feel luxurious because salon suites, it just doesn't look.
I mean, if there's any guys watching, y'all have salon suites with the barbershops. So y'all have a point of reference we're talking about. But, it's just so not like that.
Yes,
and then you even mentioned just now the classroom. There's a classroom element. So what is that?
Yes. Because continuing education is so important. It's something that even when I had House of Bombshell Beauty Parlor, it was something that we did on Mondays. I made sure that they had some type of continuing education at least once a month. And then, unfortunately after the pandemic, we had to stretch it out. So it was once a quarter. But that was something so important because hairstylists, beauty professionals, period, we just get stuck and we get complacent sometimes. And we just need that extra knowledge. We need that motivation. We need that encouragement. Even if it's something that you already know and you are familiar with, still take the class, because I promise you are going to learn something. You're going to learn something. So, yes, continuing education is so important. And I wanted a way because we call our tenants and we call them members. So even if you don't have a salon suite there, you can be a member and you can take advantage of the co-working space, period. So that's the content rooms, the communal spaces. And I wanted a way for us to expand our brands. And I didn't want them to feel like all they could do was work inside their suite to make money. No, you can reserve this classroom and teach a class. You can reserve this classroom and hold a meeting, You can reserve the podcast room and start that podcast of your dreams, There's so much you can do that can add to your bottom line and expand your brand so you can thrive. That's the whole point of just thriving in an industry.
Now, what I think you posted or you put something out. Do you have any left? I think when I last saw you had one.
One.
Is it gone?
No, it's not gone yet.
Okay, so it's one.
So it's one.
How many is it total?
18.
18.
And we've only been open since October 1st.
18 total.
That's crazy.
17 full.
Yep.
One left.
Yep. And we were only projected to be at 50% capacity at the end of year one. So October of this year, we were projected to be at only, 9 least?
we gonna talk, because I mean, come on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How amazing. Mm-hmm. How has that feeling been to know, like, it's always like crazy when you have a business and you have an idea and then it's like, I don't know if anybody's gonna like it or they're gonna do it, and like, clearly they love it.
Mm-hmm. They love it.
How is that?
They love it. It feels amazing. I feel honored that, because the talent is so good. The talent there is so good. Even the co-working members, they are amazing. To see them host the classes and the camps for teens who want to pursue beauty or some type of entrepreneurial thing. To see them invest in their business that way is so inspiring. To see them like, okay, I'm going to rent this, or I'm just going to create content here, and it's to see them just really, really just submerge themselves in what they have been designed to do is just so inspiring. So I don't even think I don't even get caught up in the fact that I'm just still so amazed. I'm just like, wow, like I can't believe that we did this. Like, I tell my business partner all the time, like, how did we do this again? Like, oh, God did? Yeah, like, no, for real, because this was a big undertaking. It was a big undertaking, and we really did it. But I don't think that we celebrated grand opening, but right. We have not really celebrated yet. And I think that when we get that last one lease, we're just going to go like...
You have to. I mean, you have to.
Because that is crazy. Like, even... some of her entrepreneur friends, they ask her, how's the beauty hub going? And they like that. Y'all don't have to use your personal money at all to cover anything. And she like, no. We like, no. Like, the beauty hub is taking care of itself. We're not profiting yet, of course, right. But we're breaking even, and I feel so blessed. I feel like it's favor, and I just feel like, listen, if y'all get some type of vision or just get some type of just a nudge, and you know that it was like God-given, just do it. Don't worry about the means. God will take care of the means. You're just responsible for the vision, and just watch it just manifest.
Well, good. I mean, you took my next question, because I was going to say, what would you want people to know who want to do something similar? And I mean, you kind of already hit that on the head for that.
Yeah.
So I guess, because everything is so good, I mean, like I said, is there anything new coming for you? I mean, I don't know how you can keep up with all stuff you already are doing, but what is next for Jessica Kidd and the Beauty Hub?
The only thing I would say that could be next for the Beauty Hub is expansion, because we already have a wait list, So I'm like, our next location is coming soon. Expansion is coming soon. So I feel it in my bones. I think that it's going to happen soon. But Jessica Kidd, personally, I'm just looking forward to motherhood one day, and just being just a better
person. She's married.
Yes.
Her husband.
Yeah, so just definitely looking forward to motherhood, and expansion.
So there's like a lot of different, like I guess like beauty-based like expos and things that are coming. Like, have they asked you to like speak or like to tell like your journey? Like, I feel like, how do I say it? I feel as though a lot of times people don't notice what is happening until they feel it has happened.
Yes.
Like, okay, you're doing all of these amazing things, but then once you hear, then everybody wants to talk to you. You can't get no time. But it's like, the journey is so important.
So important.
And for this type of industry, like you said, there has to be like some conversation between people who are really doing it and to show you, like, this is what I did.
Yes.
You can do it however you want, but this is my path. Yes. Like, have you been asked? There's so many different ones.
I have not been asked yet. It's so funny that you said that because, and this is no shade, but it's an event coming up. It's a summit, and you can RSVP for it, but you, they still have to confirm you.
Right.
So it's so interesting because my friend that sent me the invitation, I RSVP. She RSVP. She got a confirmation immediately. They also asked for your Instagram. I shared it with another. I shared it with another beauty professional. She works she has a salon in New York and she has a location at the Beauty Hub. So I shared it with her. She got confirmation immediately. And I said, I didn't get a confirmation yet. I said, it's because y'all popular. Y'all got a lot of followers. I'm still under 10K. So, you know, they ain't respecting it yet. But it's okay. It's okay. And that's so true. Like, you know, the journey is so important, but people are not going to see until you, like, here. You do something that, like, puts you here. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I always say, you ain't popping. The people don't think you popping until you popping. So get popping. You know,
as fast as you can.
So the work continues. So that didn't discourage me. It's just like, I'm just keep working. One day they're going to see.
They're going to. We're going to make sure of it because I promise you, there is a need for it.
Yes.
And I say this from maybe, what was this, back in March, because we're in, June now? We're in June, but in March around my birthday time, I got an award. That's what's back there. And I literally have been, thank you so much. This is my 5-year anniversary of Tori Talk this year. And it was just so crazy. It's like, I see people who I'm like, oh, well, I'm happy. I'm glad they're doing well. And I'm like, we have different, situations, but cool, they're doing good for them in their lane. And I was like, damn, I just feel like I just be doing so much stuff and I'm working so hard. And like, I don't do it for the recognition because I'm doing it for the people who really actually want to get to know me, get to know the people who I bring on and like help these businesses and business owners.
Yes.
But it was just, I didn't even know someone was watching.
Yep.
And that's like what I always think about when I always tell people, it's like, you don't really know who's watching.
Yes. Yep.
And as long as you're doing something that is amazing, there's going to be someone who sees it.
Absolutely.
And we're not even expecting it.
Absolutely. I love like the local organizations in Baltimore, like the Color Vision, Black Girls Vote, The Well. They are all so supportive. So I have spoken like on their panels, been featured on their blogs and things like that. And their Instagram pages. So I know that I am being seen by someone, and it feels so good to be seen by your peers. Like, it feels so good to be seen, as long even if it's just one person, somebody sees you
and took something from it.
And you just keep going. I always say the best is yet to come. So,
and I believe that, and on that, the best is yet to come. Jessica, please let them know how they can follow you. But I mean, look, y'all only got one suite left. I don't know what to tell you. So you better get your money up because you got one, and by the time this come out, I pray it's already going to be booked. But if not,
I receive it.
Please let them know how they can follow all the amazing things that you are doing.
Yes, you can follow me, my personal page, Jessica, on Instagram, Jessica Kid __. You can also follow the Beauty Hub at Join the Beauty Hub on Instagram. You can also log on to our website, jointhebeautyhub.com. You can shop with the House of Bombshell at House of Bombshell on Instagram, or log on to our website, thehouseofbombshell.com.
And with that, thank you so much for stopping with me. It was such a fun conversation.
So beautiful.
Another toast. Today's vibes, I meant to say at the beginning, are brought to you by Edel House Wine. As you guys know, I've interviewed Rodney Foster on my show. that was also like during pandemic because everything was like on live. Oh, live. Which y'all know, like I have interviewed Ronnie many, many times when we had the thing about wine. I've been definitely trying to highlight all these black wine brands and black spirits. So this is Edelweiss. Heights. If you guys haven't had that, you can find it at literally any of your local liquor stores because Rodney popping. So again, thank you for that, and thank you so much. And until next time, I hope you guys enjoy the conversation. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know if you like this, if you have anyone that you know that you think would be a great fit for this conversation, for the set, for the podcast, whatever. Just let me know, and I'll be happy to have them on. And again, until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Cheers.